this is the first resort which we started in Pondicherry, and we are in the midst of expanding and acquiring more resorts as well. Why has OYO been able to grow and get to the scale which it has? Clearly, it's because of the fact that we have constantly been putting a lot of emphasis on developing technology and also talent within the company to constantly focus on customer experience. Over the last 4 to 5 years, we have seen our NPS scores grow constantly. And in fact, our new hotel brand, which is OYO Townhouse, I'm proud to say runs at a net promoter score of almost 70% month on month, which actually is for a new company like ours quite an achievement, and we are trying to go and make it even better. In our 5 years, we have also been awarded some awards. These are few which we are excited about. We got recognized at the London School of Business Emerging Startup of the Year, both People's Choice and Critics' Choice last year. We also participated in Hotelier India Awards last year and won 4 awards across 4 categories. And we were only next to Taj, which was the highest, which was the company which won the highest awards. So in just 5 years, getting there was something which we regard as a humble beginning, and we would like to make it, take it forward from there. I would now like to kind of spend some time talking about our premier offering, which is OYO Townhouse. We started the history of developing OYO Townhouse actually in 2016, where we felt that we actually need to come up with a premier offering. When companies launch new brands, they usually go to designers, architects, come up with themes, and then the decisions get made over 3D simulations, and then the brand gets launched. For us, the story of launching Townhouse was a little different. We actually took a small home in Gurgaon, which was a 5-room home, and we said that we have to live this brand and feel it if we have to launch it in the market. So for about 6 months in 2016, we actually just kept iterating the home. We tried about 200 shades of paint, maybe different floorings, different furniture, and every time we would make a room, we would get somebody to stay there and tell us the feedback of how he or she felt. And with that, finally, in January 2017, when we knew what we wanted to make, we actually launched our first townhouse, which was just a 7-room hotel in Gurgaon. From January 2017 to now in August 2018, we have grown the Townhouse brand, and we are currently about 37 hotels live across 13 cities. Let me play for you a small video which will tell you better about what OYO Townhouse really is.
Today, hospitality and real estate are categories that require urgent reinvention. There is a huge disconnect between demand and supply of quality living space, forcing travelers and city dwellers to compromise on location, comfort, and pricing. OYO uses technology and talent to fix this socio-economic problem so that people and property are in perfect equilibrium. Our mission is threefold: generate value, not discounts; build new social infrastructure so that people can work, play, live, and travel better; use engineering and technology to constantly upgrade our product and services. This urge to constantly upgrade and evolve has led to our newest product. It's a hybrid, a perfectly balanced mix based on the needs of the millennial travelers. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to OYO Townhouse, your friendly neighborhood hotel. OYO Townhouse is based on the needs of the millennial traveler, not some hotel industry template from the 1990s. Brand new systems and services have replaced the older, wasteful conventions of the past. Every single element, right from the breakfast menu to the booking process, has been re-engineered to deliver higher quality and better value. Also, unlike the soulless, one-size-fits-all approach of traditional hotel chains, every townhouse is designed to complement its neighborhood. So guests will get the stellar features and dynamic service they expect from a townhouse, but with the added benefit of a hyper-local address, right in the middle of all the action. All this reinvention has resulted in a new kind of hotel that's optimized for comfort, efficiency, convenience, and affordability. Every OYO townhouse is built on 6 layers of innovation. First, smarter rooms. Townhouse rooms are configured for maximum comfort and convenience, offering guests all the comforts of home, the utility of an office, and the fun of a mall. Second, smarter spaces. If you're staying at a townhouse, there's no need to head out to a cafe or conference room. The lounge area is an informal and highly flexible common area where you can meet, eat, work, and relax. Third, smarter menus. Tailor-made for travelers, townhouse menus offer plenty of nutrition, variety, and comfort food. Fourth, smarter buildings. OYO townhouses use a mix of tech and talent to create a smooth, comfortable, and secure stay. Original infrastructure has been remodeled to make these buildings more efficient and comfortable in every possible way. Fifth, smarter service. OYO's Training Institute instills a very different approach to service, proactive, efficient, and genuinely friendly. This results in a service ethos that values practical problem-solving over theoretical knowledge, a difference that guests can feel as soon as they meet a member of the townhouse team. Sixth, smarter locations. OYO puts townhouses in places that either have no viable options, or if some do exist, they are overpriced or substandard. Which is why OYO townhouses provide an unbeatable mix of features, location, and value. We aim to open in 12 major cities by the end of 2017, transforming some of India's nicest neighborhoods and making them even nicer. OYO Townhouse, your friendly neighborhood hotel.
So that kind of AV conceptualizes and summarizes our 6-month journey of building this product. That captured our vision at the end of 2017 to be in 12 cities. As of today, we have opened townhouses in 13 with about 37 live hotels and about another 40 which are under transformation, which will go live in this year. So by the end of 2018, we should have close to about 70 to 75 townhouses live across India. We have been getting great response on the townhouse from the corporate and the retail fraternity. Almost 40% customers coming to the townhouse are corporates spread across big and large, and the rest are retail. Even within the retail guys, we are seeing a great mix of both families, large groups, and even the millennial people. We have also started tying up with various social bodies and sports bodies. For example, the Indian specially abled cricket team now chooses to stay in an OYO townhouse whenever they travel within India. We also get visited by various parts of the armed forces. For example, the Army, Navy, and not just Indian, but also from Nepal and Sri Lanka actually prefer to stay in the townhouse whenever they travel. We have been getting a lot of great responses and social buzz from people who come and stay in the townhouse, and that's been keeping us going to further grow this brand year on year. In terms of guest feedback, almost 80% of the guests actually feel delighted after they stay in the townhouse, and almost 50% of the guests choose to repeat their booking with the townhouse within a span of a quarter, which is actually very, very encouraging in terms of repeat rates, which we see in townhouses. So the question which kind of dooms to be asked is that OYO started as an aggregator, then became a sales and distribution company, but in now the last 2 to 3 years has actually got into full-fledged operations and being a hotel player itself. So what has actually gone behind closed doors or behind the company doors to kind of for OYO to emerge as a hotel player? So I kind of will show you a small video which will which will tell you that across the last 16 to 18 months, what's been our journey on building what we call the 6th layer of competencies for OYO to move from just being a sales and distribution player to actually a hotel player now and a hotel company.
OYO, India's fastest growing hotel management company. Since its inception in 2016, it has expanded its operations at a rapid pace and has developed expertise in managing small and scattered inventories across cities, across partner hotels, and across services offered. But how did an unknown name in the hospitality business manage to accomplish this in just 2 short years? The answer lies in OYO's 6 competencies. Competency number 1, lowering costs through technology-led operations. Right from an in-house hotel management system, a housekeeping app, an F&B management system, to a cashless procurement system, OYO has introduced smart and efficient technology in every department. This helps OYO operate at a 0.4 staff-to-room ratio and a best-in-class cost, which is 20% lower as compared to industry standards. Competency number 2, recruiting well. OYO recruits talent from 150 plus campuses and has collaborated with over 40 industry partners to hire staff within just 20 days, post an exhaustive background verification. Competency number 3, staff training. 40 certified trainers, proprietary hybrid training in 5 languages, 100% trained staff, adding up to 80% happy guests. Competency number 4, taking care of your assets. With its highly certified team of engineers, technicians, and AMC partners, OYO puts in a significant amount of time and effort into the maintenance of hotel assets. Competency number 5, competent full-stack operator. OYO takes care of end-to-end operations at the hotel, from rooms, F&B, conferences, to banquets. Competency number 6, strengthening partnership. From a dedicated OYO app, full data transparency to 24/7 partner grievance support, OYO always puts its partners first. So if you're looking for better returns with no hassle and zero involvement in operations and want a trusted and stable partner who take care of your assets as their own, partner up with OYO. There's a lot that'll come your way, including a whole host of awards and accolades. To partner with OYO or to know more, reach out to us at
Yeah. So I think those is in some shape a kind of quick synopsis of what's gone in behind closed doors in the last 18 months at OYO. We have grown extensively in terms of size. When we started, we were just a group of about 10-15 people. But as of date, we have about 3,500 employees in India, and we have close to about 1,000 employees outside of India who work for OYO. So we are growing aggressively, growing day by day, and also looking to open newer markets in 2018 and 2019 as well. So that is a little bit about what OYO is, what our products are. I'll just spend the last 2 minutes of this session to talk about what do our partners get in terms of who come and partner with OYO. And specifically for a brand where a lot of partners are coming and attaching themselves with OYO, which is a new product called OYO Townhouse, where we not just take up running inventory, but we also help partners construct from scratch and take full accountability for delivering projects within the timelines. So our ability to fill hotels very well and operate them at great occupancies of about 90% are able to give partners a great value for money. Their investment in terms of partnering and making townhouses is almost fully secure. And what's very important is that any asset which gets converted into the townhouse, usually after about 6 to 7 months, sees nearly a 4x increase in the earnings which the asset used to make from before becoming a townhouse to after becoming a townhouse. This is extremely important because the townhouse model, because of its ability to churn rooms and monetize non-room spaces. So the last session people are talking about restaurants and banquets. We not only do restaurants and banquets, but We also look to monetize spaces, for example, for co-living, for co-working, for office spaces. And because of this, we are able to generate a 4x increase on the returns for properties which get converted into townhouse. These are just examples of two hotels. The one on the left is actually an independent hotel which was running in Deer Park in Delhi. It was our second townhouse, so it went live in February of 2017. And it has seen a 3.5x increase. Now it's still running with us. 3.5x increase in the earnings which the hotel used to make from before to after townhouse. And then the example on the right is actually quite recent. It's just a 4-month-old example. There was a PG in Gurgaon which we had converted and made into a townhouse. And that, because of the fact that it was never running like a hotel, the increase is higher. But almost the asset and the property saw a 5.5x increase in terms of what the asset used to make. What's also interesting is that all the properties and the real estate which get converted into townhouse see a great increase in its valuation. And this is not just what we feel, but it's constantly told to us by the best in the industry. So with that, I'd like to thank you for giving me a patient hearing and taking out your time to understand what OYO is doing. And we look forward to continue to evolve and do newer things in this industry. Thank you so much.